Gather round the fire and hear the legend of Asheru, born in the flames of Makoko, where the slum burned but a single shack was spared.
Push, Adoni! The baby comes now. The midwife's weathered hand shook as she guided the birth, but not from the effort. Something was wrong. The air itself seemed to thicken with an otherworldly presence. Adoni and Zari gripped the rusted bed frame, her dark skin glistening with sweat that seemed to shimmer with an impossible golden hue. "Something's happening," she gasped. "The fire, it's calling to him."
Outside, the slum burned, not from accident or violence, but from something deeper. The flames moved with purpose, consuming only what they chose, leaving untouched the shack where new life struggled to enter the world.
The midwife's eyes widened as the child emerged. His skin bore no burns, despite the inferno surrounding them. Instead, where the firelight touched him, strange symbols flickered briefly across his tiny form, ancient marks that had no place in modern Nigeria. "What is this, child?" the midwife whispered. Adoni pulled her son close, feeling the power that radiated from his small body. She had known this day would come. The dreams, the visions, the whispered warnings from the old priests. They had all led to this moment. "His name is Asheru," she said, her voice carrying a weight that made the midwife step back. "And he will change everything."
The fire outside suddenly died, leaving only wisps of smoke that curled in patterns resembling Sanskrit symbols. In the sudden silence, Asheru opened his eyes. They burned with an inner light that no infant should possess.
3 blocks away, Baba Iko, the most feared gang leader in Makoko, felt a chill run down his spine. He had been preparing to claim this territory when the fire started. Now, something told him that everything had changed. "Boss," his lieutenant whispered, "the fire, it just stopped, like someone commanded it." Baba Iko's scarred face twisted into a frown. In his 40 years of violence and survival, he had learned to trust his instincts. And right now, they screamed danger. "Find out what happened in that shack," he growled. "And if there's anyone who thinks they can challenge my rules." He didn't finish the sentence. Some threats were better left unspoken.
Back in the small room, Adoni traced protective symbols on her son's forehead with trembling fingers. She had been the guardian of ancient secrets for too long not to recognize what she held in her arms. "The old blood runs strong in you, my son," she murmured. "But with great power comes great peril. They will come for you, all of them." The midwife gathered her tools with shaking hands. "I saw nothing here tonight," she said quickly. "Nothing at all." Adoni nodded. It was better that way. Fewer complications, fewer questions. But as the woman left, Adoni knew that secrets had a way of revealing themselves, especially when they carried the blood of gods.
Asheru gurgled softly, his tiny fist closing around one of his mother's fingers. The touch sent visions cascading through her mind, temples hidden in mountain mists, warriors moving like shadows, powers that could reshape the world.
"Sleep now, little one," she whispered. "Tomorrow the real test begins."
Outside, Makoko settled into an uneasy quiet, but in the distance drums began to beat, not the familiar rhythms of celebration, but something older, more primal. Something that spoke of ancient pacts and powers awakening.
Adoni pulled her son closer and began to sing a lullaby in a language that predated nations, her voice weaving protections around the child, who would one day shake the foundations of the world.
But even as she sang, shadows moved in the corners of the room. They had been waiting for this birth for centuries, and now that it had come, the game of gods and mortals could truly begin. In his sleep, Asheru smiled, an expression far too knowing for a newborn. The fire in his blood recognized what lay ahead, and it was eager to